With this deck, you can potentially fool your opponent, making them think that you're playing a Blue Flare deck, but in reality, it's actually GreyKnightsmon.
Okay, so the featured match that we're going to be playing against with the GreyKnightsmon against today will be the Alliance deck. Both decks came out from EX4, and it's just going to be really cool to showcase these and sort of like see how it goes and have them battle against each other. Our opening hand doesn't look that great, if you guys notice. What we're really looking for are searching cards. It's very similar to the Blue Flare playstyle and the Blue Flare base. So you want to make sure you want to see search cards, draw cards. Digivolving through a stack is not really the cards that you're looking for. Cards we're really wanting to see once again are probably stuff like Blazing Memory Boost, Greymon, the Blue Flare one that searches, Gaussmons, and this looks way better. We have a lot of Gaussmons to work with, no search cards in just yet. So we're just gonna have to, rely on hard playing Gaussmon and draw and try to find our pieces. We do have a Kiriha and Nene in our hand, which we can utilize very nicely too later on, so then we can draw with Wanyamon as well at the same time. So we want to play a little bit slow and set up like that. At the same time, the opponent is going to set up as well, setting up like a rookie on the board, like a level 3 kind of Terriermon, and also like a level 4 ready for next turn with Alliance. And then here, we're just going to hard play that Knightmon, letting us play the Kiriha and Nene for free, which is fantastic. This is always the one that we want to go for first, because if we don't have one, we have to play one. And then afterwards, we can utilize other ways to play them for free. Then to go ahead and swing with Alliance right here, and with all the effects to get to draw and sort of like Digivolve into Antilamon for reduced cost here, and unfortunately running right into a GreyKnightsmon with 12k insecurity right off the bat, just completely just gets rid of it. And here they're stuck in a very awkward situation with not much play really, other than just playing a Tamer and passing. And now we're just getting so much memory at the beginning of our turn. Because of Kiriha and Nene, we're going wide with our bodies. We're playing the Gaussmons to draw even more cards here. And all we're just going to do is just going to try and chip away and swing at security. That's really all we really need to do. Chip away, very similar to Blue Flare, just attack, attack, attack. And then sometimes you would go into a bigger play. Here we decided to swing Skull Knight into Terriermon, but we really should be swinging at security. So we just kind of corrected our play because we're going to come up with a follow-up here. And we're just going to go into DarkKnightmon to delete that Terriermon. We don't want it sticking on board. That's really important. The priority to get rid of the card is very, very important, because Alliance does thrive by having their Terriermons, their level 3s that they can suspend, and then basically gaining a lot of buffs and effects off of that. Situation, again, doesn't look the greatest for them. They're not seeing their Henry Wong and Shu Chang Wong, and that card is actually pretty crucial to the Alliance deck. And it's kind of tough because the Alliance deck doesn't have ways to play it out for free, so they kind of rely from having it come out from security, or if not, they really need to establish it earlier when they played it instead of the Mimi. But I assume it's because they don't have it, that's why. But again, position looks great on us. We're trying to attack, and again, going wide with our board. We're not attacking with our BT10 Gaussmon just yet, just because we don't have any other Blue Flare cards as on value that can help us. We do run into a big body in security with DarkKnightmon here, but DarkKnightmon can float, coming back out, trash 1, draw 2 with Deadly Axe, and we can still utilize resources from the trash to DIGI-XROS thanks to Kiriha and Nene, which is absolutely a fantastic card. Here, we can't swing for game, but we can swing with Gauss, and we do find ourselves a male bird here, but we're not grabbing anything back from trash either. But we have an extra body, which is nice. And the opponent has down to no security, but we can't swing for game. We're really contemplating if we should just play the GreyKnightsmon combo right here. We got the full combo with the inheritables and all that, but we're gonna give our opponent a lot of memory. This card is expensive to play. It's like 8 memory. Passing them to 6 probably wouldn't be ideal, but I really want to showcase it. But in the end, I held back. We're just trying to probably push for game right here, and we don't really want to lose our board either, so we just end up playing a Kiriha Nene and just pass it there just to secure the win condition there. But don't worry guys, we'll get to showcase the actual GreyKnightsmon combo later on, so don't worry. And here, because with such low memory, even at 3, they go into Antilamon. They don't have a level 3 to work with. They can't do Alliance. They can't really do much of combos. They swing into a male bird, and we save it anyways. Churimon can't minus DP to anything that we have either, because nothing is suspended. So they're in a very, very tough situation, honestly. I really don't think there's much play follow-up. There's no rookie at the back either. Otherwise, if they did have, they could have gone into it, spend Mimi to promote it up, and then immediately have Alliance there, but they can only go into the light version of Cherubimon and just minus few DP, and then we have 2 attacks here coming in at the start, and yeah, basically taking game 1 just like that with ease. Okay, so for game 2 of the match, our opponent wasn't want us to go first, and here we're gonna keep our hand. We don't find a rookie, but that's totally fine. But like I mentioned, we want to find cards that can draw, search, which GreyKnightsmon or DIGI-XROS, whichever, I can't remember exactly which one, but one of them helps us draw cards by trashing 1 and draw 2 on play. The other one can help us play the Tamer for free as well. So we're good to keep our hand, and especially we're gonna go for the typical Blue Flare play, Blazing Memory Boost to start off and kick off. Unfortunately, not finding our Tamer at all here, but we still have been able to, have a lot of good search targets. We're gonna grab another Blazing Memory Boost. We're gonna find another opportunity to go at it again at some point. But the opponent knows, we do rely on it quite a lot. So they actually do a really good play here, putting down a Terriermon to sort of prevent us from gaining memory. Now our Blazing Memory Boost can't be used at all. So we actually have to address this Terriermon ASAP, and this is where DarkKnightmon comes in handy. This is why sometimes, or in this specific situation, having the GreyKnightsmon with the DarkKnightmon package alongside with Blue Flare is kind of nice, because then you can pop those Floodgate rookies. People will usually play like rookies that don't let you gain memory, especially rookies that don't let you reduce your hard play costs. DarkKnightmon comes in handy. This one, DarkKnightmon doesn't really have blocker. We're not really playing the defensive style, and it's not like a DarkKnightmon deck either, so we don't have Nene, but still having the floating and removal, Digivolve is always going to be nice. They're going to go here and check and swing with Antilamon early again, the same combo that they've been utilizing, so then they can try and sort of go for aggressive plays here, which is always great. The only downside for them is that they don't have Henry and Shu Changwang, which is really, really important. They really need to find a way to establish it at some point. Here we identified a really good situation. We can either swing as security, but I'm actually trying to contemplate if we should clear their board here and make them rebuild. And it's way worse for them compared to for us, because we can rebuild very easily. We have cards that we can cycle through and search and do all the combos all over again. So we do swing in with DarkKnightmon. We can float a DIGI-XROS back, trash 1, draw 2 cards, and we're gonna swing with Gaussmon into that Terriermon. We don't, again, the Alliance deck, you do not want to let them have bodies, because if you let them have bodies, especially when they don't have Henry Wang and Shu Changwang, it lets them go for the Alliance combos. So we're gonna go up again, give them a lot of memory, Blazing Memory Boost, but we don't have to be shy about it because they have an empty board. And that's how you want to play Blue Flare based decks anyways, most cases, just because it gives you a ton of value, ton of advantage. Again, repeating their same play. They're going to go into the Terriermon here, stopping us from gaining memory, which is really, really good. And again, they can just set up for next turn to go straight into their Alliance combos and do a whole ton of checks. So we're going to start chipping away as much as we can. It's okay for our things to be deleted because Male Bergermon can save underneath Tamer now that we have one established. And then the DIGI-XROS in the trash is totally fine because we can always use it for Digicrossing from trash. Now we're going to finally showcase the GreyKnightsmon combo this time. I'm not afraid to give them more memory. We are sitting in the better position. We are 1-up in the match anyways, so let's showcase this GreyKnightsmon. But the other reason why I played this is actually because I am actually afraid of them coming in with a Alliance combo the next turn, and there's no way I can stop it as well other than security, and we can't really rely on that. So having this GreyKnightsmon stunning everything that's level 4 or lower is going to be really good. So then we're delaying their combo for 1 turn, but they're doing it really good here as well because to answer back, they're just hard playing stuff to search and set up harder for next turn. Again, if they had a Henry Wang, Shu Changwang here, it would have been a totally different situation. Otherwise, we're just going to keep attacking and use GreyKnightsmon. When we attack with GreyKnightsmon, we can stun something as well. We also have our defensive move where we can, redirect attacks. So we don't necessarily need blockers. So it's pretty nice. This Blue Flare kind of deck or Twilight kind of deck has like semi-control components with Blue Flare and the Twilight stuff all together, which is really, really cool and fun to play. Here we can just set up again. We're just going to give them as little memory as possible, which is why we hard play this Metal Greymon, Digicrossing right here, and then basically leaving them at 1 memory, and next turn we have a ton of attacks and they only have 1 security left. We're kind of sort of like securing it in the bag here. Honestly, it's kind of unfortunate that we can't use our blazing memory boost, but that's totally fine. We're able to sort of play and work around it. And even at this moment, when they come up with their rookie, they go into their alliance combo, they're gonna need a lot of memory to work with. And we still have a redirect. So even with the alliance, they're not gonna have enough strong, again, they're not gonna have strong bodies to go over a GreyKnightsmon. GreyKnightsmon is a 12k blocker, not blocker, but kind of like a pseudo blocker with the redirect. And if they can't go over it, then they can't go over it, and there's no way out. They have to use a green memory boost here. So I think that's what we're sort of discussing, and I think it looks pretty secured here for us. Even with the alliance with Wendigo, they go into this Antilamon. It's still not enough DP. It's only just sitting around like 10k at most. They don't gain extra DP buffs there either. Perhaps if they actually stacked up a Terriermon that can give them more DP, that would have been more helpful, but all they can do is just swing. And yeah, they're, again, too late to see the Henry Wangshu Changwangs, and they don't even see the DP buffs, inheritables, to help them really come over this, so it makes it tough. Even if they are, we have so many attacks here, and we just finish games just like that by making those attacks.
As you can see, we took down the Alliance. Now, if you guys want to see the deck profile, be sure to stay tuned, subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you guys will know as soon as it comes out. But in the meantime, be sure to check out more gameplay videos right here. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have a great day, great night, wherever you are. See you in the next video. And this is AVAULT, signing